Alright, first we're going to check out the box. We have the name, Black Suit Neighbor, and it says right here is 112, which is the scale of the figure. Company Mess Toys. Side of the box, back of the box, all the warnings. Other side, and the front. So for the box, I really enjoy this box. It is probably the most creative box I've seen, even though it's so simple. It is such a good design. But without further ado, let's get into what's inside. Alright, right out of the box, we got some trays. We got two. We got this first one with the actual figure, and the second one with the stand. And so first, we're going to get to these accessories that are inside of this tray. We have two flat wall crawling hands, two raised wall crawling hands, two open hands, two relaxed hands, and a web shooting hand with a hole that you can attach the web onto. And we also have two straight line web effects and one squinty-eyed extra head. Now these are really good for accessories, especially for a $40 figure. I really like this extra head sculpt. I'll probably be using it more than the head sculpt it comes with. And when it comes with the web lines, these are actually not painted white. The plastic is actually white, so there won't be any scraping coming off when attaching them onto different hands. And I really enjoy all the different array of hands we get. Next, we'll go into the second tray of accessories. Alright, so we have here our two web spraying effects. And then we have all of the different parts of a display stand, a really cool base, the logo, a clip, and the arm, which is bendable. And now for the main event, the figure itself. Now I extremely love the Yamaguchi sculpt that's given to this figure, and I am filming this in 0.1, so it might look a little odd, but from far away looks pretty normal. We'll get into some action shots later, but this figure is incredible. There is really good head sculpt and actually just sculpting around the figure. So let's get into the joinery. I've already started with the head. This head can look directly 90 degrees up, which is incredible for an action figure, maybe even a little more if you really push that neck joint. So there is a ball socket in the head and another ball socket under the neck, so it's not really connected to the torso, it's its own separate part, which is really nice, getting those extreme head movements that you'd want to get in an action figure. And then looking down, it's almost 90, not exactly, but that's better than what is usually given. There are two butterfly joints, one for each arm. In the front, this left arm, or his right arm, is a little finicky, but it works. After you give it a little pressure, that's the furthest it can go. Good for like crouching positions and stuff like that. And the same for the other direction. Really get that fly out. Good for like pulling poses. And now for the arm, it's the same on both sides, so I just show on one. If you can hear that, it is really squeaky, which can easily be fixed with some product. But you can see that the shoulder goes really high. You can't just go like this. And then the elbow. It is a 2-point joint right there, So you can bend all the way back, all the way forward, wrists, good articulation. Now for the ab crunch. There is one issue with this figure. That is about as far as it'll go. Because if you go a little more, the torso will pop off. So then you can just easily pop it back into place and it'll be fine. But on the other hand, going backwards, same issue. That's about as far as it'll go without breaking off. Then for the legs, they are the same on both, so I'll just use one. That's as far out as it'll go, beyond 90. And the kick out isn't that good. It's 90 degrees. I kind of wish I got to get to see more, because there's a lot of poses that need Spider-Man's leg above his chest at least. And then we'll also show back, and the back is not good really at all. Of course you can arch the back and get it further back, but naturally it doesn't go that far. And then for the knees, they are double jointed also, so they can go all the way back like the elbows, as far as they can go. And then the calves do have their own little joint that you can bend slightly to help get that leg bend. Maybe helps with crouch positions. And the toes to articulation and ankle articulation. So now let's get this guy into some poses. So for not being totally accurate in anatomy, I feel like I pulled this pose off pretty well. And now for the Secret Wars pose. This pose is a pretty simple one, but it can also show how this figure can actually pose in a more neutral pose. It doesn't have to be all articulated and crazy. Here's more of a crouching pose. See how well those legs crouch, ab crunch.